everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren if you're new here. If you're not new and you came back, you're the best. Thank you. Today we are going to be talking about some new makeup that I have been trying over the past couple of weeks and just talking about my opinion and if I like it, if I recommend it, or if I'm going to say stay away. Don't buy it. It's not worth it. And some of it is brand new, like just released makeup. Kind of just released. I mean, I've been playing with it for a couple weeks, so I feel like that immediately makes it old now, which is not true at all, but it's relatively new. And some of it isn't brand new. Some of it hasn't just been released. It's been out there for a little while, but it's new to me, and it's something that I've been trying and want to talk about. So the star of this show, Hunter, has joined us today, and he will also be, chiming in and giving his opinion. As you can see, he's in a mood. He is a little bit cranky. It's Sunday, it's nap time. He doesn't know why I'm interrupting him, asking him about makeup. He says, I don't care. So I kissed him, but I have lip gloss on. Lip gloss that we will be talking about. So let's get into it. I will tell you which of these products are on my face today and just talking about my feelings and how I feel. Yeah. If I sound a little stuffed up, it's because I very much am. It is finally summer here. Yeah, we completely skipped spring in California. We went from winter to summer. It was like 88 degrees yesterday. It's like a beautiful high 70s today. But my allergies, I don't know what to do anymore. I took my contacts out. I've been wearing my glasses for most of the day because my eyes are so itchy, and I'm like, I like my makeup look. Don't touch the face. But even allergy pills are doing nothing. So if anyone has a recommendation, please let me know because I need it. We're gonna start with primers. I have a weird obsession with primers. I love getting new primers. I don't know why. It takes forever for me to go through a primer, but I do find myself pretty consistent in going through primers that I enjoy, which is always good. I finish those, so I'm proud of myself for that. We have two primers, and one of the ones I've been trying is the new one by Freck. It is called Rich Bitch. No, I didn't just buy it for the name. That's ridiculous. But it's a Protect and Prime Serum. I guess that's it. Yep, okay. So I think it has like vitamin C or something in it. It's got like some cool stuff in it. I don't know. I bought it for the name, let's be honest. And Freck has always been kind of an interesting brand to me. I don't know how I feel about it. So I actually picked up a couple other products from them. Their toner is in this beautiful glass bottle, and I had to have it. So they were having a 20% off sale, so I picked some stuff up. This primer is very strange. It is very strange. It is, let me show you. It is very, I don't like using the word stringy, but maybe stringy is the right word. It's very goopy, sticky. It doesn't feel like that on the face, but it is just kind of fascinating. It's like the consistency of glue, but it doesn't feel like that on the face. It actually feels really nice on the face. I have found this to be an excellent primer. I've used it with a couple different foundations to test it out. No issues. I have had primers in the past that can induce some pilling when you put on your foundation. No problems with this. Absolutely great primer. A little bit of a higher price tag. I'm putting all the names of the products as well as the prices on the screen, so you have an idea of what we're working with here. It's a little more expensive, but I feel like you actually get quite a bit. There's 1 fluid ounce in here, which is a pretty good amount. So this is gonna last me a while. I like the packaging. I overall recommend this. This one is what I have on my face today. This is the primer I use. Second primer I have feelings about. So I am a sucker for Hourglass. I don't know what it is about Hourglass. They come out with a product and I buy it. Everything except those eyeshadow singles, because they didn't look great and they were ridiculously expensive for like something very basic. There was nothing special about them except this price tag. And in that case, special did not mean good. So we did not pick up those, but I did pick up the new primer. This is their Vanish Airbrush Primer. They're calling this the travel size. This little guy is very tiny. This little guy is 33.33 fluid ounces. So it's about, I guess it's about a third of this, which isn't too bad, but then look at the price. It's either, I don't remember off the top of my head, I have it on the screen. It's either like 23, 24, but I actually picked this up during the Sephora VIB sale because I knew I wanted it to try it out. And when I got it, I was a little astounded at how tiny it is. So tiny. Now saying that, it works great. I have, I think, every single primer from Hourglass. I really like their primers. I think they're fantastic, but they are expensive. I consider them more luxury makeup because the price tag. It's a luxury item, I would say. You don't need this one. It's a good primer, but there's so many great primers out there. I think I need to do a video on my like top 10 favorite primers because there's so many good ones out there. And this one is great, but you just don't need it. I don't think it's worth the price tag. Even with the 20% off the Sephora sale, you don't need it. I had no problems with it, but it's tiny. It's very tiny. We have one new foundation that I'm going to talk about, but then we also have some illuminators, I believe. Is that a new category that we're talking about? I feel like every brand is coming out with these. So let's talk about those first. The first batch of illuminators, what are these called? These are by MAC. These are the Strobe Dewy Skin Tints. Illuminator de Peu. Yes, my French is getting better every day. I picked them up in 2 colors. And the reason I picked it up in 2 colors, I have it in light 1 and light 2. I picked it up in 2 colors because you cannot get these. You cannot get these anywhere. I swear to God. Like, they're not released in the US yet. I'm getting the feeling that they're not going to be released in the US. MAC kind of does that frequently. I've noticed a lot of their prettiest products never make it to the US. Limited edition, boop, you never see it here. It's a real bummer because they can make some beautiful things. And these looked beautiful. So I was like, okay, well, I ordered from a couple places in the UK. Let's see if they have them. So I hopped onto Beauty Bay. They had them. Did not ship them to the US. I have not seen that on Beauty Bay before, but they specifically said this item will not ship to the US. Why? I don't know. They don't want us to have these. They're made in Canada. They're made in Canada and you cannot get them here. What is happening? So start looking around. Look at, I think it was Harrods. Did they have them? No, I don't think they had them. I think I went onto Selfridges and they had them. So I bought them from there. So it's been a very long time coming for me to get these. And I was disappointed. I've tried using them a couple different ways and I found one way works better than the other way. So currently what I am using this one, light 1 as, is just a highlighter. Like, it's a very subtle highlighter. It's very beautiful, used as a highlighter. It's not sticky, it dries down beautifully. I'm a fan. But originally what I wanted it for was to mix it in with my foundation, give me a little bit more of kind of a glowy look. And when I used them, I just found they kind of sheared out and I didn't really notice a big difference when mixing them with a foundation. I just didn't see the price. Does that make sense? They weren't worth it when I used them like that. But using them just as a highlighter, I found I really enjoyed. So a little bit disappointing because it took so long for me to track these down, but it is what it is. Not everything is gonna work. And this one, I mean, it's beautiful on the cheeks. I have it up here, but it's just, I think, too subtle when you shear it out with a foundation. So a little disappointed, but I'm glad I have them still because I lusted after these and had to have these. The other illuminator that I got, this one's not a brand new product, but it was sold out for a while. I ended up just picking it up, and this is by Auric. This is their Glow Lust Radiant Luminizer, and I picked it up in the color Morganite. So I have this in a darker color, and I wanted to try this one out, and the difference between using this and this one mixed in with my foundation is insane. I did use this one to mix in with my foundation today, and it's just so glowy. It's so beautiful. You can see the difference. There's not like chunks of sparkle in there because that would not be appealing to me. It's blended in quite nicely, but it gives your face a beautiful glow. Really like this product. So I'm surprised because I have it in, I don't remember the darker color I have. It's one shade darker than this one that I have, and I don't pull it out very much, but I feel like I'm going to be using this one quite a bit. So the foundation that I ended up trying that I have on my face today is the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow. It's got SPF 30 in it. It's a broad spectrum moisturizing skin tint, and it's got watermelon and apple hyaluronic acid. I have mine in the color Porcelain. This is another foundation that I went back and forth on because I could not figure out what the right color match was for me, and just online I was going back and forth between a couple colors. I just couldn't decide. I had this problem with the latest Tarte release as well. It was just, I couldn't go based off the names, which is how I normally pick it. I had to look at swatches and just hope that the swatches were accurate. Luckily, Porcelain was the perfect color for me. I absolutely love this. It is not heavy, but I feel like it has a decent amount of coverage for being a skin tint. It's, I think, more coverage than a lot of skin tints that I've experienced. I love that it has SPF 30 in it. I always wear SPF anyways, but if I can double up on my SPF, I'm always down to do that. And I really enjoyed this. I felt like it lasted all day. I've seen some reviews saying that it broke up on their, you know, the tester's face throughout the day. Didn't experience that at all. Lasted. Just really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Very much enjoying this one, and I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this during the summer because it's so light. I love that. We have some concealers. We got two. They're both from Natasha Denona. One is, she's called it a corrector, I believe. So this is the Hy-Glam Correcting Concealer. It is a brightening and hydrating crease-proof serum correcting concealer. So that's the one with the orange little cover lid words. I have mine in the color C1. The other one that I picked up, also from Natasha Denona, is just called the Hy-Glam Concealer. This is the Brightening and Hydrating Crease Proof Serum Concealer. I have mine in the color R2. So more of a corrector, more of a concealer. I've tested both these out. I've been kind of wearing them in tandem a lot, but today I ended up just wearing this one by itself, and I actually like that more. It definitely, so one thing that I've noticed as I've gotten older is that my under eyes, like, I've gotten a little bit deeper, so there's a little more of kind of a ridge under them, which I hate so much. It could be worse though, right? It's not terrible, but I found that most concealers don't do anything about that. I can still see it, but I actually found that the corrector really makes it appear less. You know, I don't see it as much. So really liking this one. Also really liking the brightening concealer as well. I do find this to be actually brightening. I like when they do what they say. I've seen no issues with the coverage, with patchiness, with settling into my fine lines. I feel like these are actually both great products. So very excited to have these. I've only been trying these ones out for the past week and a half, so not as much as some of the other products, but I've still really been enjoying them. I wore them during the 88-degree weather yesterday, and they lasted. They were great. So yeah, I'm really enjoying these. We've got a powder. Not as fun, but we have the Mercier Real Flawless Luminous Perfecting Pressed Powder. I have it in the color Translucent, so just the light shade. I've always been a fan of the Mercier setting powder. It's a classic, and I think it works beautifully. And this powder is no different. It is super finely milled. It is just, it feels like amazing on your hand, like, and it makes your face feel like baby soft. It is fantastic. I love this powder. I love this powder. I think it's great. So obviously I highly recommend this powder if you're looking for a new one. I have so many powders I need to not buy anymore, but I was really tempted. I love Mercier. So I was like, okay, we're gonna just add to cart. I think I have like a double point day at Ulta, and I was like, I need to take advantage of the double points, okay? So I picked this one up, and I am really glad that I did because it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Eyeshadow. We have a couple eyeshadows. Well, a couple colors. So it's another Hourglass product. These are the Voyeur eyeshadow sticks. I have mine in the color Aurora, and I have it in Solstice. So, but these are the two colors that I ended up picking up. Top one is Aurora, bottom one is Solstice. These are colors that I would get a lot of use out of. So I was like, yeah, let's try it out. I love cream eyeshadows. My eyes don't always though. I have an issue with oily eyelids, and I wasn't sure how to feel about these. So I've tried them on. I've been trying them on a couple different ways. So when I use these without a primer, I normally use the MAC Paint Pot because it's a drier primer, which I think is required for these. It works great. I don't get a whole lot of creasing, a little bit of creasing. I always get a little bit of creasing with cream eyeshadows, but less when I use a primer. I use these on their own, and it was just crease city. Like, they were pretty much gone by the end of the day. My eyelids ate them. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting, but I have found that these definitely require, for my eyelids, a primer, or else they're just gonna disappear. They're not gonna last on my eyes, which is disappointing at this price tag, right? Another thing that I don't love how fat the applicator is. I feel like it's hard to get into little corners with this because it's just so big. I kind of do wish it was a slimmer kind of pen, and that maybe it was a little less expensive. Slimmer and less expensive, I think, would have been a win. Overall, with the primer, I do like them. I don't feel like they're as pigmented as I like, but they are a good kind of more, it's weird to say natural looking when you have one that's in the color green, but I would say it's a little more natural looking. So, you know, I don't highly recommend these because I feel like there's so many cream eyeshadows out there that are better, and you're gonna get them for a better price tag. These aren't bad, but again, just keep in mind, not made for oily lids. So you may need to bring in a primer if you use these. Okay, just a few more products. Let's talk about bronzers. We actually have another product from Freck. What the Freck? And this is I'm so funny, I know. This is the Face Hack Precision Sculpting Bronzer, and I have mine in the color Fair. And if you've seen a review on this, you may have already been told how tiny it is. In the pictures don't do it justice, okay? It's $18, which is good because for this size, it should not be more than $18. It is tiny. It is tiny. And I don't love this color. I'm actually not wearing this one on my face today, but I did wear it yesterday. That's the color of, it's supposed to be neutral. So the reason I picked it up is because it said fair, neutral undertones, and I do feel like it leans warm. It definitely leans warm. When you sheer it out on your face, it is a lot better. It's definitely a little more natural looking than a lot of the bronzers I have. And I do like it once it's sheared out. It shears out beautifully, but it is warm. So I don't really think that neutral tag really is accurate. It's just warm to me. It's warm. But again, I am very cool tone. So when I find something that says neutral, I expect it to be neither warm nor cool. It's neutral. The new Say bronzer, I feel like, actually fits that tag. I feel like it's a great neutral bronzer. It's really pretty. We're not talking about that though. We're talking about the Freck bronzer. And I do like it, but I think it's just the description that I'm a little disappointed by. But it is really beautiful when you shear it out. I do actually enjoy it. Again, I just wore it yesterday. I pulled it out just to give myself a reminder and was pleasantly surprised. I was like, yeah, I do like this. Okay, I do like this. And I feel like this is the size that I can actually use up. Woo. So 2 Freck products, very impressive. Next, MAC came out with some new bronzers. You know I was not going to say no to this one. This is the Radiant Light Rosy Skin Finish Bronzer. Oh, sorry. Hang on. The Skin Finish Bronzer in Radiant Light Rosy, I think. And this is what it looks like. This is absolutely beautiful. It definitely is rosy, which kind of like indicates that it's a little bit warmer leading, which it is, but it's not like a yellow or orange. It's like a pinky warm leaning bronzer. And because this is the Radiant Finish one, it does have a little bit of sparkle to it, which I actually really like in my bronzers. I think it's fun. Now, I am all about the cream bronzers lately, but I do love MAC, so I wanted to give this one a try. After I picked up this one, I picked up this one. So this is in the matte version, and I got it in the darker color, so medium rosy. And this is actually what's on my face today. And what's great about this one is that it's buildable, so you can go in with a light hand. It doesn't have to come out super dark. It's matte if you're looking for matte, and I just really like that rosy color finish. I just think it's really pretty. Again, it's definitely more warm leaning, but it's not yellow or orange, which is kind of, you don't hear of that very often when you hear warm bronzer. I just feel like these blended out beautifully. I have no issues with patchiness, which sometimes I do have with bronzers that are powder, which is why I love my cream so much. But yeah, I have been enjoying the heck out of these lately. Really, really pretty. Highly recommend. One thing that I picked up, one of the many items I picked up from the Sephora sale is this little guy. This is a new blush from Gucci.
Nope, not Gucci, that's Armani.
I have mine in the color 50, and this is their Luminous Silk Glow Blush. Now, this blush is absolutely gorgeous. This is the blush that has a little bit of shimmer in it. Most of the colors they came out with are pretty matte looking, but this one has a beautiful shimmer in it. I love this color. It's a very light pink, but the shimmer in it is absolutely beautiful. So I can wear this without having to put on a highlighter because it has me covered. It covers both bases. This is a beautiful, beautiful blush, but it is very expensive. So do you need it? Probably not, but if you're looking for a light pink blush that is a little more cooler toned and is a little bit luminous, this is fantastic. Let me see. So it's not very dark, it's very light. It's just very, very pretty. So that's what it looks like on my hands. So I am wearing this one on my face today. It's probably pretty light because I did go in with a light hand. And I've been enjoying it. I really have. Pretty much everything I've picked up, I've been really liking. The least favorite probably being the Hourglass eye sticks, unfortunately. But everything else has been really, really great. So yeah. Now let's talk about the last product that I picked up. I did not need another lip gloss. Okay, I didn't. This was in my cart forever at Ulta. Okay? And I was like, I don't need that. I don't need another lip gloss. That's ridiculous. This is the Stila Heavens Dew Gel Lip Oil. Are they calling it an oil? That's interesting. I didn't know they were. Well, I have mine in the color Kitten Comet. Again, I don't have my glasses on or my contacts in. So this is really hard right now. I think it's Kitten Comet. I'm pretty sure it's Kitten Comet. Kitten Comet. Kitten Comet. Kitten Comet. It's beautiful. I can kind of see why they're calling it a lip oil. It's not sticky at all. It feels fantastic on the lips and it's just really beautiful. Now, this is just like a nudie toned lip gloss oil with some sparkles in it. There's nothing exciting about this, but it feels really nice on the lips. I really like this, okay? I really do. So I'm not mad at myself for picking it up. I didn't need it, but I do love it. It's just really beautiful. So I've been keeping this in my purse and whipping it out when I go to the store. I haven't been going a lot of places lately, but when I go to the grocery store, my lips look fantastic. So those are the new products that I have picked up lately and been trying out and have been pretty much enjoying quite a bit for the most part. So I would recommend the majority of these products. Again, I feel like the one product that I can't fully recommend would be the Hourglass eye sticks. I don't think you absolutely need. I think there's enough cream eyeshadows out there that there are better formulas that I would recommend over this one. The colors are pretty. They're a little more subtle than I like, but depends what you like, right? You and I probably have different tastes. So this might be something that's right up your alley. I would love to know if you've been trying any of these new products out, if any of these are your new favorites, or if you're planning on picking some of them up. Let me know in the comments below and I will talk to you all later. Have a fantastic week, and if you haven't had a chance, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 700 subscribers, so with your help, I think we can get there. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye!